So, good morning, one and all. Today, we are going to start our new topic for the discussion, that is our chapter number 4, which is totally related with the thumb rules which are used while working on the site. So, while working on the site, what kind of the thumb rules that you are going to use? We are going to discuss about that. Uh, See, while working on the site, you are going to be familiar with so many different types of the thumb rules which are going to be used, and these are not constant for each and every structure. Okay, that is what the most important thing for you. These thumb rules may vary according to the site conditions, according to the location, according to the availability of the manpower or the material. Okay, so still I'm giving you some thumb rules which are widely used while working on the site, and some insights about the distribution of the cost which has been there. So as far as the first topic is considered for this uh, particular chapter, you will have a short note on the, that is a question of 4 marks compulsory on the chapter number 4, and that question is like this: write down the percentage breakup, or write down the breakup cost of for that particular construction site. So if I am having 100 rupees with me, what will be the percentage breakup of that particular cost? If I am having 100 rupees with me, so what will be the percentage breakup of the cost for that particular 100 rupees for that particular construction? That we have to discuss. This question is asked many times, and it is only one question on this particular chapter which they are going to ask you. Okay, either it may be your uh, write down the question like this: write down the thumb rules which are used while working on the site, or the question may be like this: write down the percentage breakup of the cost which are required for the civil engineering work. Okay, so only two questions are there on this particular chapter. Out of that, this second question they have asked many times, that is distribution of the cost. Okay, now suppose I am having 100 rupees, how that 100 rupees it get divided? Okay, so in order to get a general idea about the progress of the work according to the investment, the diagram given below shows the comparative cost of the different portions of the main structure. That is, total cost is 100%, which excludes water supply, sanitation, and electrification. Already you are having the knowledge about this amount which is required for the construction of the water supply system, the sanitation system, electrification. Water supply, around 5 to 7% of the cost we require of the total building cost. The sanitation, again around 5 to 7% of the building cost. Electrification charges around 8 to 12% of the building cost that we require. Okay, so what is building cost and how it is get distributed? That is nothing but the percentage breakup. Suppose I am having 100 rupees, how these are going to be distributed for different categories of the work. Okay, so please understand the importance. This question is asked for many times, and it will take your 4 marks compulsory. This question will be there, they are going to ask you in the examination. Okay, so if you see, cost of foundation and plinth, we require 18% out of 100%. How much cost we require for the construction of the foundation and up to the plinth level? We require 18% cost. Out of that 18%, up to ground level we require the 13% cost, and from ground level to the plinth level and DPC we require the 5% of the cost. How it is 18% is been divided? Once again, please remember, cost required for the ground level is up to 13%, and cost from ground level to plinth level and DPC is 5%. Okay, so that is what the distribution of the 18%. So as far as construction field is considered, we require around 18% of the cost, that is for the construction of the plinth, that is construction of the foundation, Out of that, 13% is up to the GL level, and from GL to PL or up to DPC, we require the 5%. Okay. Then second cost, cost of brickwork from plinth to the roof. Cost of brickwork from plinth to the roof, we require generally 23% of the cost. म्हणजे 100 रुपयातले 23 रुपये मला ब्रिकवर्क करण्यासाठी लागतात फ्रॉम प्लिंथ टू दी अप टू दी रूफ. प्लिंथ पासून मी चालू करतोय रूफ पर्यंत येतोय, म्हणजे जे काय ब्रिकवर्क आहे, we require around 23% of the cost for that particular construction. Okay. Now, what are the digits that we are going to discuss? These are, again, as I said earlier, this chapter is purely nothing but thumb rules which are going to be applied on the construction field side. And these thumb rules are again going to change a little bit. Not there is a big variation, but little bit variation according to the site condition, location, availability of the material or the manpower. So accordingly, there is some deviation, little bit deviation in the percentage also you can expect. Okay. So cost of brickwork from plinth to the roof, we require the 23% of the cost. Then cost of RCC work except roofing. Cost of RCC work except roofing, we require 6% of the cost. We require 6% of the cost. Then cost of roofing, we require 20% of the cost. Now how again this 20% is divided? Cost of RCC roof is 15% and cost of lime terracing is 5%. Now these two terms you are already familiar with, lime terrace and your RCC roof. So as far as cost of roofing is considered, we require 15% cost, that is for the RCC roof, and we require the 5% of the cost, that is for the lime terracing. Okay, that is for the lime terracing. Then cost of flooring which is required is 6%. Okay, cost of flooring that we require is 6%. Cost of doors and windows, we require 20% of our cost, and cost of plastering and finishing, we require 7% of the cost. Okay, so whatever the total budget we are having, out of that total budget, we require 20% for the doors and the windows. We require 7% for the plastering and the finishing item. So plastering, painting, your tile work, skirting, dado, it will include in your finishing items. So generally around 7% of the cost we require. Okay. So this is the detailed percentage breakdown of that particular cost. आपण जे काही कॉस्ट कन्सिडर करणार आहोत, ठीक आहे, 100 रुपये सपोज मला एखादा, माझ्याकडे 100 रुपये आहेत, माझ्या 100 रुपयाचं डिवायडेशन कसं असणार आहे साईटवरती, तर 100 रुपयापैकी 18 रुपये मला फाउंडेशन आणि प्लिनचं काम करायला लागतात. 18 पैकी परत 13 रुपये मला from the bottom, that is from excavation, site clearance up to the ground GL. ठीक आहे, तिथपर्यंत 13 रुपये लागतात आणि 5 रुपये मला फ्रॉम GL टू PL और अप टू DPC. कॉस्ट ऑफ ब्रिक वर्क फ्रॉम प्लेन टू द रूफ 23%. त्यानंतर कॉस्ट ऑफ युअर RCC वर्क एक्सेप्ट रूफिंग, विदाउट रूफिंग 6% cost we require. Cost of flooring we require 6% cost. Cost of roofing, only roofing, which includes your cost of RCC roof, 15% we require, and cost of lime terracing we require 5% of the cost. Okay, then cost of doors will be 20%, cost of plastering and finishing it will be 7%. Okay, if you take the summation, check, it is again 100%, which excludes water supply charges, sanitation charges, and your electrification charges. Okay, everyone is getting that? Everyone is getting how it has been there? That is nothing but the distribution of the cost. Yes, anyone, someone has put up some doubt. Okay. So this is the simple part. Now we'll heading towards the last part of this particular chapter. That is nothing but the what can I say, thumb rules which are used while working on the site. Okay, thumb rules which are used while working on the site. Now some of the thumb rules that I am going to explain for you. I will share the material with you also. Okay, so don't bother about the material. See, there are many thumb rules which are with respect to the site conditions. Huh? Okay, and these thumb rules are going to be changed with respect to the location, with respect to the availability of the material, with respect to the site conditions, with respect to the machine which equipments which are available. Okay, little bit deviation we are going to expect. So some thumb rules which we are going to use it, that I am going to discuss over here. Okay, so you just listen carefully. Okay, what are the things that I am going to discuss? So generally still require that is again around 2.5 to 5 kg per square feet. Okay, 2.5 to 5 kg. There I have written as 4.5 to 5 kg. So generally around 3 to 5 kg, yeah, on an average. On an average, these are the thumb rules. Huh? Once again, I am reminding you, nothing will remain constant. Nothing is strictly with respect to the rules and regulations. These are nothing but only thumb rules. Okay, so these are going to be varied. Hmm? जे साईटवरती वापरले जातात. जर तुम्हाला कोणी विचारलं हाऊ मच क्वांटिटी ऑफ स्टील दॅट इज रिक्वायर्ड, जनरली अराउंड 3 to 5 kg ऑफ स्टील दॅट वी रिक्वायर पर स्क्वेअर फीट. एका स्क्वेअर फुटाला आपल्याला किती स्टील लागतंय? 3 ते 5 किलो. ठीक आहे. आता हे 3 ते 5 कसं लागतंय? कारण ज्या पद्धतीने तुम्हाला डिझाईन दिलेलं असेल, ठीक आहे, ॲज पर द डिझाईन, वॉट एव्हर द डिझाईन विच इज गिवन टू यू, अकॉर्डिंगली यू कॅन डू इट. ओके. देन सिमेंट जवळपास अर्धा किलो लागते आपल्याला पर स्क्वेअर फीट. We require around 0.5 kg, that is half kg of cement per square feet. अर्ध्या स्क्वेअर फुटाला जवळपास तुम्हाला एक अर्धा किलो, सॉरी, एक स्क्वेअर फुटाला तुम्हाला अर्धा किलो सिमेंट लागते जवळपास. ठीक आहे. You just listen carefully what are the things that I am going to discuss, because some part is not been there in that notes also. Okay, I have just taken few thumb rules, but again maybe on Friday I will give you the detailed thumb rules which are being used while working on the site. Today I just have missed out that particular part, that is PPT I have prepared, but I somehow I forget to take it. Okay, so up to on Friday I will share with everyone. Okay, so there is no need to write, you just listen it carefully. Then electrical cost, that is again rupees 120 per square feet. That is fixing of the points. The electrical cost लागते आपल्याला बांधकामामध्ये, that is again rupees 120 per square feet. ठीक आहे. त्यानंतर प्लंबिंग again rupees 120 per square feet. Okay, rupees 120 per square feet तुम्हाला लागणार आहे. त्यानंतर if you want to do some external cladding work, nowadays we are having the fashion. ठीक आहे. घराचा जो फ्रंट वॉल जी असते घराची, जिथे तुम्ही एंट्री करता हॉलमध्ये, ते फ्रंट वॉलला बाहेरून टाईल क्लॅडिंग बघायला भेटतं आजकाल. बघा, छानपैकी फिनिशिंग केलेलं असतं, एक विट्रिफाईड टाईल्सचं क्लॅडिंग केलेलं असतं, किंवा एक डिझायनर टाईल्सचं क्लॅडिंग केलेलं असतं. बघा, छानपैकी गणपतीची मूर्ती त्याच्यामध्ये मस्तपैकी कोरलेली असते, किंवा त्यामध्ये फिक्स केलेली असते. ठीक आहे. सो जे एक्सटर्नल डेव्हलपमेंट वर्क म्हणूया आपण त्याला. ठीक आहे. सो दिस एक्सटर्नल डेव्हलपमेंट वर्क, त्यासाठी जो खर्च लागतो, इट इज जनरली अराउंड रुपीज 80 पर स्क्वेअर फीट. एका स्क्वेअर फुटाला 80 रुपये. म्हणजे हे जनरली इट इज रिलेटेड विथ द टाईल वर्क्स, वॉट एव्हर द क्लॅडिंग दॅट वी आर गोइंग टू प्रोव्हाइड इट outside of that particular hall. Then as I said earlier, if you are interested to take the work, any work in your hand, that is your RCC work, civil work, the rate that you are going to apply is nothing but rupees 700 per square feet. Rupees 700 per square feet. And if you wish to go for the finishing work, the rate is around 400 to 450 rupees per square feet. So in all total, if you dream to take any work in your hand, जर तुम्हाला नवीन बांधकाम जर तुम्हाला तुमच्या हातामध्ये घ्यायचं असेल, ठीक आहे, तुम्हाला स्वतःचं काम चालू करायचं आहे, तर तुम्ही किती रुपयाने काम घ्यायला पाहिजे? तर जवळपास ॲज आय सेड अर्लियर, विदाउट मटेरियल फ्रॉम 900 to 1200 रुपीज पर स्क्वेअर फीट तुम्ही घेऊ शकताय. विथ मटेरियल 1200 ते 1400 रुपयापर्यंत रेट व्हॅरी होऊ शकतो. ठीक आहे. अगेन दिस रेट विल डेफिनेटली गोइंग टू बी व्हॅरिड. This whatever the cost that we have discussed, it is going to vary too much as we change the design specifications, working conditions for the contractor also. Okay, if we are going to change the site location, then material, equipments, then labor work, specification of the work, working conditions, and our contractor, then again it will going to change. Okay, again it will going to change. Hmm? Then as far as these I have given some sample examples also for 35,000 square meter area, built up area. We require 2100 मीटर क्यूब ऑफ कॉन्क्रीट अप्रॉक्सिमेटली. म्हणजे जर तुम्हाला 35,000 स्क्वेअर मीटरचं, आय एम जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट 3,500 square meter, that is again around 3,50,000 square feet around. If you are going to construct it, we require around 2,100, that is 2,100 meter cube of concrete. Now you can imagine how much cost that is been required. जर 5,000 रुपयाला जर 1 मीटर क्यूब कॉन्क्रीट कन्सिडर केलाय तुम्ही, so how much cost that we require? Okay, then still that is required for that same construction will be around 1,200 metric tons. 1200 मेट्रिक टन स्टील तुम्हाला लागणार आहे त्यासाठी. जस्ट अ मिनिट. जस्ट अ मिनिट स्टुडंट्स. Okay, so concrete again 0.038 meter cube per square feet, that is required for that particular project. Now this is the one project which we have handled. हे जे थंब रूल्स जे लिहिलेले आहेत ना मी, ठीक आहे, हे आय विल यूज द पॉइंटर. इथे हे जे थंब रूल्स मी तुम्हाला दाखवलेले आहेत, हे जे लिहिलेलं आहे, the site on which I am working, I have written that thumb rules, just for the knowledge purpose. Okay, I am having the habit of writing such things. So there we require around 1,200 metric ton of steel. We require around 2,100 of meter cube of the concrete for 35,000 square meter built up area. You just imagine what is the exact, how big the site is there. Okay, there is commercial building which is going to construct. Okay, I think it's a school building that we are going to construct. ठीक आहे, एक स्कूल बिल्डिंग होती आणि त्याच्या शेजारीच एक ऑफिस आणि कमर्शियल कॉम्प्लेक्स असं काम होतं. ते दोन्ही एकाच ह्याच्यामध्ये होते. ठीक आहे, जवळपास 35,000 स्क्वेअर मीटरचा एरिया होता. जवळपास 3.5 लाख स्क्वेअर फुटाचं काम होतं ते. ठीक आहे, 2100 मीटर क्यूब इतकं हेवी एवढं कॉन्क्रीट लागत होतं आम्हाला. ठीक आहे, जे कॅल्क्युलेशन केलं तर आम्ही स्टील जे पाहिजे होतं ते जवळपास 3 ते 5 किलो पर स्क्वेअर फुटाला होतं. शटरिंग जे आहे, it is 2.5 to 2.4 to 2.5 times of the plan area of the slab. Okay, that includes column, beams and the sides. How to calculate the shuttering quantity also? See the thumb rule. How we are going to calculate the shutterings? Shuttering work that is required, it is nothing but 2.4 to 2.5 times of the plan area of the slab. Okay, slabचा plan area that includes your column, beam and your side portions. Okay, कारण कॉलमला तुमचं शटरिंग येते, बीमला येते, तुमचं साईड पोर्शनला येते बीमच्या. ठीक आहे, साईड कव्हरिंग ज्याला म्हटलं जातं किंवा साईड शटरिंग ज्याला म्हटलं जातं. ठीक आहे, मग जो काय प्लॅन एरिया आहे तुमच्या त्याच्या 2.5 पट जनरली आपल्याला शटरिंग वर्क लागणार आहे, एवढं अझम्पशन घ्यायचं डोक्यामध्ये. म्हणजे प्लॅन एरिया जर माझा सपोज 35,000 स्क्वेअर मीटर आहे तर त्याच्या 2.5 पट, म्हणजे जवळपास तुमचा जो प्लॅन एरिया लागणार आहे 35 दुने 70 अधिक 17 म्हणजे जवळपास 87,000 स्क्वेअर मीटर पर्यंतचं तुमचं शटरिंग वर्क तुम्हाला लागत होतं, विच इन्क्लूड्स एव्हरीथिंग, कॉलम, बीम, साईड शटरिंग जे काय तुम्ही प्रोव्हाइड करणार आहे सर्व काही एरिया त्याच्यामध्ये येतोय. ठीक आहे, शटरिंग वर्कला. कारण प्लेट्स जे आहेत, एक सिंपल एक्झाम्पल जरी घेतलं, मी स्लॅब जरी ठोकायचं म्हटलं किंवा बीमचं जरी शटरिंग करायचं म्हटले तरी बीमला विड्थ आहे, बीमला डेप्थ आहे, मग बीमची विड्थ सुद्धा झाकल्या गेली पाहिजे, बीमची डेप्थ सुद्धा कव्हरअप झाली पाहिजे. बरोबर आहे. कॉलममध्ये रेक्टँग्युलर असू द्या, स्क्वेअर कॉलम असू द्या, चारी बाजू तुमच्या कव्हरअप झालेल्या पाहिजेत शटरिंग वर्कने. त्यामध्ये तुम्हाला कॉन्क्रिटिंग करायचं आहे. ठीक आहे. So you can use the simple thumb rule over that. Then brickwork, as far as brickwork is considered, brickwork that we require is again around 0.015 meter cube per square feet of the plan area. जवळपास 0.015 meter cube of brickwork that we require per square feet of the plan area. ठीक है. In that again approximately again 0.25 meter cube of the mortar that we require, and 500 bricks are required for 1 meter cube. हे तर थंब रूल सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे. एका मीटर क्यूब मध्ये किती विटा बसतात रे? एका मीटर क्यूब मध्ये जवळपास तुमच्या 500 विटा बसतात. कॅल्क्युलेशनने ते 400 किती समथिंग सम डिजिट्स आहेत देअर, बट अराउंड 500 ब्रिक्स वी रिक्वायर. ओके, 496 ऍक्च्युली 500 पण नाही, 525च्या आसपास आपण विटा घेतो, कारण 5% लॉस हा धरला जातो. ठीक आहे. जो ब्रिक लॉस जो असतो तो 5% असतो. कुठेतरी ब्रिक पडली, फुटली, कामगारांकडून कॅरी करताना पडलेली असते. ठीक आहे. त्यानंतर कॉन्क्रीट किती लागत असतं? सी देअर इज वन सिंपल फंडा टू कॅल्क्युलेट द क्वांटिटी ऑफ कॉन्क्रीट ऑल्सो. concrete that we require is nothing but 0.5 times of A meter cube for a residential building, where what is A is nothing but the total built up area. How to calculate total built up area? That is nothing but plinth area multiplied by number of floors. ठीक आहे. दॅट व्हॅल्यू ऑफ ए. स्टील जे लागतंय ते 4 ते 5 परत किलो पर स्क्वेअर फीट, 3 ते 5 किलो पर स्क्वेअर फीट ऑफ द बिल्ट अप एरिया लागतंय. ठीक आहे. त्यानंतर आहे तुमचं शटरिंग वर्क. इट इज जनरली रिक्वायर अगेन 2.5 टाइम्स ऑफ द प्लिंथ एरिया. जस्ट अ मिनिट. Hello. Dear students, please rejoin the session using the same link, because this session will going to conclude